Hello again, football fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. It's playoff time, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight we're bringing you the first round battle between the Devil Dogs from Morrilton and the Patriots from Parkview. As always, take a second to like, share, and subscribe to the Arkansas Sports Network, and tell your friends and family about the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of high school athletics. Today's game is being brought to you by Arkansas Tech University, by Heirloom Legal Services, by D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, and by the Arkansas Army National Guard. And now, let's send it down to War Memorial Stadium for all of.
Welcome into War Memorial Stadium for 5A first-round playoff football action. We've got the whole crew here: Brad Caldwell, Adam Johnston, Bill Harshaw, and Katie Harshaw. She's doing her thing on the camera. We appreciate her and what she's done with us throughout the football season here. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to set the scene for you and get you ready for 5A playoff action in just a moment. Welcome back into our coverage of 5A playoff, or actually high school football playoff. We're going to be all over the state before this one's all said and done. Brad Caldwell here, Adam Johnston right here. He's the one that's got more hair. We're excited to be here today as, Parkview has become somewhat of a partner with us in some ways. We've done several Parkview games. They've been so gracious to us throughout. This is the third season that we're doing Parkview football in some capacity, so right. We're excited to be here. Morrilton has also been a place that we've had a relationship with. If you don't watch us, we have a local setup where we have in the Russellville area, Pottsville, Dover, and Dardanelle, and Morrilton has kind of been on the fringe of us. We've done some stuff with them, done some games with them. We appreciate their athletic director Trent Tipton and the rest of the crew there, Dean, Mr. Pinion over there, Craig Pinion. And anyway, we're going to get things set up for you as we get ready to kick off here. Morrilton comes into this game. They're a heavy underdog in this ball game. I mean, Parkview has really rolled through conference play, and, we're set up for what Parkview looks like one of the three teams really that's a consideration for a 5A championship.
Oh, absolutely. And Morrilton, they have seen some good competition in the conference that they're in. They've seen Joe T. Robinson. They've seen Little Rock Mills. They've seen a lot of good teams early on in the season. So, facing Parkview is pretty much the same thing. Parkview is the favorite. We've seen them three times. This will be the third time this season that we're going to see them, and they're great to watch. Got a lot of athletes out here, got a lot of young talent, so I'm really excited about this matchup here today.
For Morrilton, one guy that you really need to watch is Destin Tate. 218 carries, 1,222 yards, 9 touchdowns, just a junior, 5'11", 200-pound running back. He's a guy that he's going to tote the mail a lot tonight. They also have wide receiver Terrell Garlington. He's rushed the ball 24 times and caught 10. And then Caleb McEwen has caught 26 balls for the Devil Dogs and carried it 11 times. So those are some guys to watch here as we get you set up for Parkview and Morrilton. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we've got 5A football action, first round action from War Memorial Stadium. do us a favor, hit that share button for us, and let everybody know on your social media that you're watching the Arkansas Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of high school football playoff action. Tonight's action is live from War Memorial Stadium. The Parkview Patriots are taking on the Morrilton Devil Dogs, the 1 seed out of the South, the 4 seed out of the Central. It is going to be a fun matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it's playoff time, man. I'm ready to watch this. And it doesn't matter what seed you are, whether you're the last team in, whether you're first team in. Still got to play the game, so it's anybody's ball game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so we're excited here. Morrilton won the toss and deferred to the second half. Parkview will receive. I think that's an interesting choice to begin with just because of the explosiveness that Parkview has. And, again, you're talking about a team that's probably one of the 3 teams that are really considered to win the 5A state, although, anything can happen.
Right, it's definitely an interesting decision taking the ball first, but, hey, they're probably just trying to make a statement here on this first drive. They're super confident in their offense and trying to get off to a great start.
So Morrilton kicks a little squib kick. Nice recovery there by Parkview. And, Morrilton coming out here, they're going to kind of come out guns a-blazing, see what they can do. But Parkview recovered it. Chris Franklin recovered that one, and Parkview will set up their offense. Looks like right about the 35-yard line.
And it was just smart to kick it short anyways because you don't want to give any of those guys for Parkview a chance at taking one to the house.
So here we go. Parkview going to set up pistol formation. Man comes in motion. We've got a flag on the play. Darian Bennett was kind of the eye back. I don't know if you call that in the pistol formation, but he was the running back in that formation, senior running back. You're going to see a lot of him tonight. Another flag on the play. Not a great start here for Parkview.
2 flags already. 1st and 20 to start your first drive after choosing and opting to receive the ball.
So if you're watching on Facebook, we want to say this. We want you to hit to YouTube. So go to YouTube and pull that up. We are going to shut the Facebook feed off here in about 5 minutes. So make sure that you're watching on YouTube. Handoff goes to the wing. He gets across the 35 to the 40. He's got the sideline knocked out of bounds there by number 6, Caleb McEwen, coming out of nowhere. That was a run by Montario Elston.
Yeah, finally you're able to get a play off, and that was the same play that they were trying to run during those first 2 flags. Finally got him the ball, and he's a difference maker in space. Kid's got a lot of speed.
So after the 2 penalties, he picked up 29 yards, and it was like they didn't even get the 2 penalties.
Right. Got it all back in one play.
So 29 yards for Elston. Ball snapped off the ground. McGee picks it up, goes around the left-hand side, gets across the 45. Ball's out.
Ooh.
And Morrilton just about got a big break right there.
Would have been huge for him. Definitely would have given him a lot of confidence earlier in the game if it stayed in bounds.
So McGee picks up, what did we get here? We got 5 there, so that's going to be 2nd down and 5. The thing about Parkview is they've got so many guys to hand the ball to.
Right. We haven't even seen Cam Settles out there on the field just yet, and there's Darian Bennett with the ball.
Bennett gets it up the middle. He is a load, breaking tackles, getting down to the 25-yard line. That's a 16-yard gain on the play, and he's already well on his way to 100 yards.
Right. He's a tough guy to get on the ground for sure. Hard-nosed runner. Definitely don't want to be tackling him if it's just you.
Patriots, they're not going to get too hurt in a hurry, but they're going to do quick huddles. Ball on the 26-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle to Bennett. Bennett breaking tackles, getting down to the 24-yard line. That's going to be a 2-yard gain there. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Patriots. There's so many kids that they've got that they could hand the ball to. Willie Eccles is a guy that, on any other team would be the load carrier. You know?
No doubt. He's electric.
McGee looking out on the flank, throws it out there to Bennett. Bennett catches the ball, gets down to what's going to be the 16-yard line, going to be real close to a 1st down. Is that Elston?
Yeah, Elston.
Elston gets the reception, and so that's going to get it real close to a 1st down. They're going to call it 3rd down, so a pickup of 7 for Elston.
In the 2 games that we called Parkview, they don't really throw the football a whole lot, but Eric McGee looking really good in the pocket there.
Handoff goes up the middle to Bennett. Bennett down to the 11-yard line. They went ahead and gave him a 1st down on that last play, so it's going to bring up 2nd down now. They need to make up their mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
2nd down and 5 now, after the pickup of 5.
First sighting of Cam Settles coming in off the sideline. See if they give it to him right here.
Cam Settles, sophomore running back, going to get his chance to do a lot of things. Ball goes to Bennett, and that's a touchdown. 11 yards out, Darian Bennett scores. That's going to be the first score of the game for the Parkview Patriots. They're up 6-0.
Yep, just used Settles as a decoy back there in the backfield and gave it to Bennett as the fullback right there and just running right through the defense.
So on for the extra point is number 78, Marion Liddell. 72, I'm sorry. That's Solomon Aguilar. First kick is up, and it is good. Good kick there by Aguilar. That's going to bring us to our first break. Parkview leads 7-0, 9:51 to go here in the first quarter of play. We want to remind you, if you're watching on Facebook, switch to YouTube. We'll be back in a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
So setting up for the kickoff is number 10, Tavion Haney. Yes, Tavion Haney.
Haney, I believe, had 2 pick sixes last week against Camden Fairview.
Look at this little, the Razorbacks run that little play there. They run it with Johnson quite a bit where you think they're going to hand it off to the outside, get a slip in, and Bennett gets a touchdown pretty easily there. Morrilton now set for the return, gets upfield. That got a hole there, gets all the way out to the 38-yard line. That's where they're going to start.
Definitely had some good blocking right there on the kickoff return. Had a chance to take it. Parkview luckily got him down.
So Marion Robinson on the tackle. So if you don't know on YouTube, Arkansas Sports Network, search the Arkansas Sports Network there, and you'll be able to find us. Handoff goes up the middle, and that's their running back. That's the big guy, number 25, Destin Tate. Tate picks up a good chunk of yardage there, and that's going to be a first down. Ball goes out to the 50. That's a 12-yard gain for Tate.
Yeah, just terrific blocking right there, opening up the hole beautifully. Good job from the center and the guard.
Well, the one thing about Morrilton, they're going to come in here. They're going to play hard. They're not going to lay down. Ball goes out to the flank, and that's a catch for Caleb McEwen there, and that's their main receiver. And Morrilton in a hurry-up mode here. Going to be second down and about 3 after the 7-yard gain there for McEwen. Handoff goes up the middle there. Not much doing. Going to be enough for a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Marlon Liddell, 78 on the tackle. He's a sophomore as well, getting penetration in the backfield.
Now, wasn't it you that said that you had heard from a coach that Parkview 9th grade team was unbelievable?
Yes, that's right. Coach Mark Cantwell from Whitehall, who's the athletic director right there. He said last year that 9th grade team for Parkview was the best 9th grade team he's ever seen in his life, and that's coming from a 5A school. So, he's seen a lot of 9th grade football, and that's high praise for sure.
So 4th down and 1 already here for the Devil Dogs, and this is a big moment for the Devil Dogs. They need to keep things rolling. You'd think that big back they could pick up 1 here. They're trying to draw them off sides. Little quarterback action there, a little zone read action. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Didn't get much, but he got enough. That's going to be enough, and that's going to move the sticks.
Almost looked like a botch play at first. Center's got to get these snaps down just a little bit.
So he picked up, I guess we'll call that 3 on the play there. And that's going to be 1st down for Morrilton. They got to keep these chains moving. Again, if you're going to stay with a team that's considered one of the top in 5A, you got to keep the chains moving. Tate gets to the outside on the left-hand side. Parkview closes that down pretty quickly, but not before he gets about 5 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Looks like it's going to be Tate right, Tate left, Tate off.
Tate everywhere, man.
Yeah.
He's the bell cow for sure for Morrilton, and he's going to be tough to tackle on and on and on as the game goes on. Just a big body taking a lot of blows.
I know that this Morrilton team, they're looking at this junior class that they've got as a class that could make some noise next year. Quarterback puts the ball on the ground. I think he was down. I think that's what they're going to call. And that's going to be a gain of 2 there for the quarterback, Demarius Martin. 2-yard gain on the play, going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Got a good first drive going on here on about the 31-yard line. 3rd and short. Got to execute.
Martin gets it, and he gets across. That's going to be the line to gain. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it? I think Morrilton dove back on it. So that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Got to hang on to that football. Parkview did a good job there of ripping it out. Tate, he's wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 12.
And I think that was Marlon Liddell again on the edge, kind of keeping Tate inside, not letting him get outside. Good job of rallying to the football, getting a tackle for loss.
Make sure you're hitting that share button. Let everybody know you're watching this here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
It looks like Tate's a little hobbled right now.
That's not good. Not good at all. They got to have him tonight.
Oh, yeah. Can't afford to lose him, and I don't know what it is. Walking really gingerly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cold weather too, so that doesn't bode well. you want to stay warm.
Martin looking deep. He's got a man deep. That's going to be a touchdown. That's Maddox Hogan coming out of nowhere. 28-yard touchdown pass from Demarius Martin to Maddox Hogan, and that's going to be enough to get the Devil Dogs on the board.
What a first drive from Morrilton right there. You're down 7-0, already facing adversity, and you bounce back in that way. Great job of looking off the safety and going to your other guy.
Great throw and catch there, and Morrilton's on the board. 5:10 remaining here in the first quarter of action. Kick is up. It is good, and we got a tie ball game here.
How about that?
7-7. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment. Parkview 7, Morrilton 7. We'll be back here in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, Morrilton and Parkview tied up at 7, 5:10 remaining here in the first quarter of action. Kicking off is Christian Morales, 6 foot, 190-pound kicker. So here we go. They're going to do it again, kicking it right at the front line. They've got a strategy there, and they're going for it. And, again, you can't blame them for going after this. You can't blame them because – they are the decided underdog right now, and to go after it, they're doing it.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want to give Parkview any opportunities for their guys like Amarian Robinson or Elston back there to have a chance to take it.
They are dangerous for sure back there.
And that's just a smart kick as well because it could have easily just ricocheted off his leg and right into your hands.
So now Parkview's turn. Handoff goes to Eccles, or not Eccles, I'm sorry, that's Cameron Settles. Settles, big time back here. First game that we called for Parkview, he was fantastic in that ball game.
Yeah.
So big run there for him. Brings up second down and 3.
Only a sophomore, but he's a grown man, that's for
sure. He's
a
big old boy. Ball goes to Elston on the slot. Oh, he's upended. Nice tackle there by number 8, Jackson Dixon. Big play there, but Elston picks up the first down.
It's definitely a good one-on-one tackle as well. He's tough to get on the ground one-on-one.
So first down for the Patriots. 7-7 is the score as we're under 5 minutes to play, coming up on 4. McGee looking to the sideline now. Looks like they're not getting the look that they want, so they're going to call a timeout. We're going to go to a break. We'll be back here in just a moment. 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter of action. 7-7 in your 5A first round action between Parkview and Morrilton, and we'll be back in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, Maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back to school, yard work, football practice. Don't forget to pay these bills. The schedule is so full, there's no time for a hiccup. Time is of the essence. At D3 Auto, we make the car buying process fast and easy. D3AutoSales.com. Follow us on Facebook.
McGee looking down the field. He's got a man on the sideline, just a little bit overthrown there. Looking deep. You don't see that out of Parkview too much, stretching the field through the pass.
No, they don't really throw the football a whole lot. But when they do throw the football, it's kind of just little screen passes, little bubble routes, whatever you want to call them. But McGee, I mean, he looks like way more confident from the pocket than what we saw him in week 3, I think, when they were playing Bryant.
Absolutely. Handoff goes to Settles. He gets to the 40. He's stuffed, but, boy, nice job keeping his legs churning there. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. Nice 4-yard run on there, but it's still going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, made nothing out of something right there.
I'll tell you what, Morrilton hit him, but they didn't wrap up. You know that they see that on film. They're not going to like that.
No doubt.
So here we are, 3rd down and 5 is what they're going to call it, ball in 36. Settles gets up about to the about 34. So that's going to bring up a decision time, which Parkview probably going to go for this one. 4th down and 3, what they'll call it here.
This could be a big play for Morrilton right here.
Yeah, a big momentum play could be. And, you know, you got to make Parkview try to beat you through the air on this play right here because, you know, they like to run it.
Got to get a play off. You got 3 seconds.
They got to call another timeout. Coach Bolding's not happy with his team right now, and they wasted another timeout. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment with more 5A first-round action on the Arkansas Sports Network.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
We want to thank D3 Auto Sales. We want to thank the Arkansas Army National Guard, Arkansas Tech University for being the title sponsor here in the first semester of action. We've got sponsorships available if you want to. Good throw. Wow, what a throw to Elston. That ball was right on the money by McGee.
Yeah, had a lot of velocity right there, and that's just another out route by Elston. He's tough to guard out there one-on-one.
What a throw, though. Wow.
Yeah,
and I just said
cross the field on the other hash.
I said you got to make him beat you through the air, and he just did it. Great throw. So Parkview continues. Got 5 wide receivers bringing a man in motion. A little pop pass. He cuts up the field. Nothing doing there. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be a big loss. That's a huge loss right there. 9-yard loss there by number 2, Amarion Robinson. Robinson is a guy that doesn't carry the ball a ton, but he's electric when he gets it. Maybe tried to make too much happen right there.
Yeah, he definitely did. I mean, play just got blown up from the start, and, you know, Robinson, he doesn't really play a whole lot on offense, more so of a defensive guy or a special teams guy. So
well, they got a great spot there. That ball was out all the way out at the 31. They're at the 26. So
called forward progress.
Yeah,
I guess
that's what they're going to give him there. But that was it stopped on the 31. Another out route waiting on him. Elston, ball's on the ground, incomplete. Elston gets up after that one. Boy, he read it. He read it all the way.
Big time hit right there. I can't see the number.
Goodness.
Is that number 6?
Wow.
So that outside route kind of got in the way.
Caleb McEwen, if it's number 6, and I believe it is.
Making him feel it.
We'll see if Parkview sees that, throws out and up. Elston going to have to catch his breath on the sideline there. McGee looking. He's got a screen pass. They've got it set up. Settles, cuts inside. We've got a flag out on the flank. That's going to get them closer to first down, but we'll see what they got. I think they're going to call they're going to call it on Parkview. Assault holding on Parkview, so that's going to march them back. Now that's going to be from the spot of the foul.
It's basically going to be from the same spot that they just had that play.
That backs them up 3 there.
Pretty much 3-yard loss.
3-yard loss. So anyway, Parkview not off to the best start tonight. I mean, they got a few penalties early, and it hurt them, but they were able to pick up 29 yards on one carry to negate that. But like I said, Morrilton is here to play tonight. They're not going to lay down.
No, they're definitely responding. There's another flag going on. Is this like a sideline warning?
Not a great start. Not a great start.
And they've already had to burn 2 timeouts as well. So, I mean, that could play a factor maybe at the end of this half if they got the ball last.
1 minute, 18 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of action. Tie ball game. It is 3rd down and 17 now for the Patriots. They don't have too many 3rd and 17 plays in their playbook. You look at Morrilton, they're going soft coverage here. McGee steps up in the pocket. He's got a man. That's Eccles. What a throw again by McGee. 29-yard touchdown from McGee to Eccles, and that makes it 13-7.
Just right down the seams, and I'm pretty sure you just saw just straight vertical routes right there. And Eccles, man, he's tough to cover for sure.
Absolutely. Great throw. I'll tell you what, McGee has been on so far.
He has it. Just the pass protection as well, able to step all the way up into that throw.
Great
Beautiful
throw and catch. That makes it 13-7. Aguilar kicks it up. It's good. That's going to make it 14-7, and that's going to take us to a break. 1:13 remaining in the first quarter of action. 14-7 Parkview over Morrilton. We'll be back in just a moment. You can watch Razorbacks before they're Razorbacks right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We had a bunch
Babybacks,
of them.
baby.
Babybacks, I like it. We had a bunch of them last year. Not as many in-state signees this year, but we did have Shamar Easter from Ashdown at Malvern. Malvern's playing tonight as well. Ashdown's playing. Big game against Lone Oak. We're going to have scores at halftime for you from around the state, so you want to stay tuned for that. Ball is received by Morrilton. And that's Caleb McEwen. McEwen is involved quite a bit early in this ball game, and we got to see. And it looks like the big kid Destin Tate's going back out there. He hobbled off. Morrilton has to have that guy.
Oh yeah, that's a good sign to see him back on the field. Need to keep him healthy the rest of this game. Hopefully he's at 100%. It's gonna be tough field position. Got to travel about 85 yards to score here.
Tate gets it up the middle, and he is stoned. Landon Canaday. One-yard gain on the play. Morrilton in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We're coming up on 30 seconds. This might be the last play of the first quarter. Martin, he was trying to flush out of the pocket, but just that thing collapsed on him quick. Trying to get the number on that sack. Maybe number 30 there. Did you get that?
I couldn't see who it was. Oh, I think it is 30.
Okay, I believe it's Jude Noah.
Yeah, 30, yep. And Isaiah McKenzie on the other side. Both guys on the edge just pushing the lineman back.
Malvern up on Pottsville right now. Malvern, the 2 seed out of the 4A7. 14-0 on Pottsville. We'll get you some more scores. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Parkview up 14-7. You're watching 5A first round action on the Arkansas Sports Network.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
If you go to D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, Hazen, or Carlisle, you can get $500 off a buy just by saying that you heard them here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Make sure you go over there, give D3, the largest independent auto sales in the state of Arkansas, an opportunity. We're back here with action. Third down and 14 here. Martin drops back to pass. He overthrows his receiver. Not a chance unless he had a 20-foot ladder. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Great play on words right there. 3 and out. Good job from Parkview. Defense getting off the field, and Morrilton's defense, they're desperately going to need to get a stop here. You don't want to go down 14 early in the game.
And they've got 2 dangerous returners back there, and Amarian Robinson and Willie Eccles. Well, you don't want to have to kick to either one of those guys.
I'd just kick it out of bounds.
Absolutely, and I bet you that's what they're telling them right now.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, good spiral kick. Gets to the 50, and it's going to roll across 48, 47. Looks like that's where Parkview is going to start. So 47-yard line, great field position for the Patriots. If you haven't shared this out, make sure you do. Share this out with your friends. If you're watching and you're a Parkview Patriot fan, you definitely need to be sharing this out, letting people know that you're watching here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Share it out on your own social media. We got our guy from Bearcat Media, Alex, watching today.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
Appreciate you watching tonight.
Good to see you online, man.
Absolutely. Handoff goes to the right-hand side. Good job by Morrilton. Interior line. Is that 33? It is 33. They've got that boy listed at 5'8", 180. I'm not going to agree with that. Good job there by Big 33. He's not a defensive lineman, though he's a linebacker, but he looks a little bigger than that.
He does.
He was there for the tackle, though, second down and 10. Good play there by him. You know, the offense, I know that they are splitting times with their backs, but it seemed like the offense flowed a little better with Bennett in there. Eccles gets the ball on the flank. Just a 2-yard gain there. So bring up third down and 8. And again, you're talking about big stops. Here we are. Another opportunity for Morrilton to maybe get a stop.
Yeah, you got a 3rd and long. You got to focus in on Elston right here. Let's see if he does another out route. And you got Eccles inside of Elston.
McGee got a man. He throws it over the middle. A good throw again. And, oh my goodness, Hunter Austin almost got it. If he had broken one more tackle, that would have been it. Nice move there by him. That gets them all the way down to the 29-yard line. That's a 22-yard gain there for Parkview and a first down.
Eric McGee's pretty much got all day to throw back there. I mean,
I'll tell you what, if McGee can throw the ball like this, they're going to be hard to stop. He has really improved. That's Jaden Ashford on the carry. I'll tell you what, I'm running out of spots for runners right now.
I don't know why. I just thought Rashad DeBinion was carrying the ball for a second.
So it's a 7-yard gain for Ashford. McGee really doing. I'm impressed with him so far.
Oh yeah, you definitely see the improvement.
Ashford gets the ball off the left-hand side. Great tackle there by number 8. I believe that's Jackson Dixon again, wide receiver, defensive back, 6 foot, 180-pounder. That was a great play off the safety there because if it wasn't him, it might have been nobody.
Oh yeah, if he gets past him, that's probably like 90% of the touchdown. And Morrilton's doing a really good job of getting them on the ground and these one-on-one tackles in space.
Boy, that great point there, Adam. That's exactly right. Handoff goes off tackle there. That's going to be close to a first down. I don't know that they're going to spot it, though, for him to get it. Who carried that for them? That was Bennett again. Bennett got the carry. So it's fourth down. They were short of the sticks.
Going up fast, probably a quarterback sneak. A little bush push.
Oh,
ooh, that's tough, man.
I don't know if he got it. Let's see what they do, see how they mark it.
Yeah. It's really close.
They call it. They call the first down. I tell you what, that was a quick call.
They did a good job up front stopping that quarterback sneak.
Again, Morrilton is a team that heavy underdog tonight coming into this ball game. But they are a team that's going to fight you teeth and toenail. Coach Cody McNabb will not allow these kids to lay down. Here's a reverse. I believe that's Elston. It is. They're going to mark it. Oh, that's a touchdown. Nice job by Elston. 19-yard run from Ontario Elston. And that is another touchdown for the Patriots. 20-7 is the score.
Just a lot of misdirection, a lot of guys you got to keep your eyes on, and then there's Montario Elston just outrunning the defenders to the sideline.
So I have on my stats that we keep that Bill kindly makes for us, stat sheet. I've got 7 runners. Ball snapped over the head of the holder. He recovers it. That's going to be a failed conversion. But I've got 7 slots here, Adam, and they've already had 7 running rushers tonight.
That's a lot of weapons, man.
A lot of weapons. We're going to go to a quick break. 20-7 is the score. Parkview over Morrilton. We'll be back here in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different.
We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Kickoff goes to Morrilton. We've got a flag on the play. Probably going to be a hold, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much. If you're wondering about the Arkansas basketball game right now, Arkansas is up 28-11 over Fordham. 5:15 to go in the first half of action.
Love to see it.
I'll have to go back and watch that one tonight once we're done. Holding on the play, going to back up Morrilton. That's going to be first down Morrilton. Backing them all the way up to the, what is that, the 19-yard line?
Yeah, it looks like the 19. Got a long way to go.
Brad, take a look at that score sheet and see if that helps you out any.
Ball is down. It was lost back to the about the 17-yard line. What am I looking at, Bill?
Head on over to that Parkview stats.
I gotcha. All right. Appreciate that. Parkview already has 180 yards of total offense right now. Oh, no, backing them up again. So Morrilton going backwards. Things not going the way of the Devil Dogs after a good early start. Morrilton now struggling just a little bit here, and penalties ain't going to help them.
No, they've been backed up on these last two drives. That first drive, they had pretty good field position. I think they started off at like the 40-yard line, so that really helps you. Here's a pass.
Martin, good throw. Good touch on that throw there. And the intended receiver is down, but he gets up. That's Caleb McEwen. We touched on him earlier in the broadcast there. He's a guy that they were going to look at early and often when they're throwing the football.
Yeah, and that's just a tough window to complete a ball right there. Just good defense.
So 7:04 remaining. Morrilton really needing something good to happen now. Things are starting to kind of snowball on them.
You might see some type of screen pass here or maybe some run up the middle. Got to be careful in these situations.
Martin, he's flushed out of the pocket. He is chased down from behind. The ball's down, and Parkview recovers it. That's number 78, Marion Liddell, on the recovery, and that was definitely not what Morrilton needed.
Yeah, he was just looking down the field. I think that was number 33, Isaiah McKenzie, who got the sack right there, a sack strip. So great field position now for Parkview, and they got a chance to go up 3 scores.
Tough play there. Fumble on the play. That's going to really, really not play into the hands of the Devil Dogs. And so now Parkview has a great field position. Ball on the 14-yard line. Cameron Settles is the back. He gets the ball going off the left-hand side. Makes a little bit of a move there. We got a flag on the play, and that safety, Jackson Dixon, just keeps flashing.
He does, making great tackles.
So ball's going to be spotted on the 16, but I think we've got a hole on the play, so that's going to back them up even more. So now they go from the 14 to the 29.
It's a big difference. Morrilton, you're just wanting to hold them to a field goal right here. You cannot afford to give up another touchdown and be down 3 scores to this high-powering offense in Parkview.
First and a long way to go. They've got him. No!
Oh, my goodness.
He had wide open touchdown there. Ball was intended for Scotty Hightower.
Wow.
I mean, pump and go was there. Good play call.
Yeah.
Good throw. He had to hold up just a little bit. McGee was throwing off of his back foot there, but, boy, you got to catch that one.
He still put it on the money. Sometimes you're just too open.
That's it. That's right.
You just kind of get in your head, and, man, he'd like to have that one back.
So, on the scoreboard, they had 2nd down and 15, but no, that's not correct. They're 2nd and 24. And we got another penalty on the play.
It's going to be even more now.
So, I tell you what, Morrilton may be catching a break right here with 2nd down and now 29. Ball is on the 34-yard line. They started this. The fumble recovery was on the 14, and you can't see the sticks, but the sticks are at the 14-yard line.
I think that's officially 2nd down in Benton.
There you go.
That's a long way.
Long way, 6 minutes, almost 6 minutes here. Elston gets the sweep. Nice cut inside. Gets all the way down to the 27-yard line. 7-yard gain there for Elston. I believe we're going to count that as a pass. Let's see. Did they call it? No, it was a handoff. So Elston pick up some yardage there and gets 7 yards, and that's going to bring up third down. And, well, what would it be now, Bill? We'll just call it 3rd and 21.
I was thinking Dixon Road or something like that. I don't know.
McGee looking.
He's got Elston.
Flushed out of the pocket, gets up, and he tries to throw it. Was he across the line of scrimmage when he threw it? He was. So that's going to be a loss of down there. So that's going to back him up. And, boy, I tell you what.
Man.
Big break for the Devil Dogs here.
Yep, they were going to be down 26-7. But now it's 20-7, and this is it's going to be 4th and forever. And McGee, he had Elston open over the middle, but I just don't think his eyes were looking at him. He was looking elsewhere.
So illegal forward pass is called. Loss of down, so it brings up 4th down for the Patriots. Patriots can get a first down without scoring, but, boy, in a situation like this, you almost just have to throw it to the end zone and see what happens.
Pretty much. You got to get to, what was it, the 5-yard line?
The 4.
The 4-yard line. I mean, that's a long way, buddy. 31-yard line to the 4. Pretty much chucking it up to the end zone.
5:39 to play here in the first half of action. 5 wide receivers. Morrilton bringing a blitz off the left-hand side. McGee steps up. He's got a lot of room, but he's got a long way to go. Gets a great tackle there by, I believe that's number 6. It was number 6, Caleb McEwen, and he saved a touchdown.
He did, man, and McGee. Goodness, almost got all the way out there. Just another really good tackle from the secondary, again from Morrilton.
So he got all the way down to the 14-yard line. That was a big gain there by McGee, but not enough. And a big play there by McEwen for the Devil Dogs. So Morrilton takes over on the 14-yard line, right where they gave the ball up, by the way, ironically. And the ball goes out to the 17. That's a gain of 3. And that's Destin Tate. We said early and often he's been the bell cow here for the Morrilton Devil Dogs. He's got 7 carries, 21 yards.
He just kind of hid behind his offensive lineman right there, showed some good patience, picked up a couple yards.
Morrilton went with the hard count there. Martin comes around the left-hand side. There's just nowhere to go. And that play right there is just probably not going to work against Parkview. There's just too much speed on the field for the Patriots.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to run the ball to the outside. And it was that number 11 for Parkview, Chris Franklin on the tackle right there.
Just so many guys that can run, and you're just not going to outrun them to the outside. The problem with Parkview is they've got 2 large human beings sitting there on the inside as well.
Oh, there's some grown men up there.
And they're having a hard time blocking them. Martin goes deep. That's thrown up for grabs. No, it was almost intercepted. I don't know if it was Robinson that intercepted it or almost intercepted, or Tavion Haney. But whatever happened, it brings up 4th down, and the ball's going to be punted from the 15-yard line. They gave it up on the 14 earlier, so after all of that, 1 yard is gained on that play.
Wow. It's definitely a wild sequence for sure. You got Eccles and Robinson back to receive for Parkview.
You want to make sure you don't outkick your coverage here. Good kick there. Fair catch signal for Eccles. Put the ball on the ground, I think, but he fell on it. And the ball's going to be on the 50, and that's where Parkview's going to set up. 4 minutes even remaining here in the first half of action. Again, thank you to D3 Auto Sales, Arkansas Army National Guard, Heirloom Legal, and Arkansas Tech University. Arkansas Tech University signed up to be our title sponsor for the semester. We appreciate them and what they've done. We've got sponsorship opportunities for us. I think we had 46,000 views in the month of September alone. I think we topped that in October. I'll have to check that out. I've been trying to get time to get the numbers down. So we're actually pushing close to 100,000 views as we get ready to go here. Parkview has the ball. Handoff goes to number 6, Jaden Ashford. Ashford gets to the 45-yard line. 5-yard gain for Ashford. So 2nd down and 5 for the Patriots. Chris Montrell says, let's go defense. Ball thrown out to the flank. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Caleb McEwen. He's a very good football player. A ball was thrown out to Elston. It's actually going to be thrown for a loss of 1 there.
That's a good job from McEwen again, getting off that block on a little bubble route, making a play on the edge.
That's Elston's 4th catch on the night. 23 yards. Handoff trying to go off the left-hand side. Big stiff arm in the backfield, but really nowhere to go there. That's just going to pick up a gain of 1 for Ashford. And looks like Parkview's going to bring out the punt team.
Actually kind of a little surprised from that, but just continue to play the field position game and pin them back.
I think Coach Bolding, Bobby Bolding here, the defensive coordinator, probably said, hey, punt that ball.
Yeah, I mean, the defense is playing lights out these last 3 drives.
Spiraling punt. Ball bounces on the 10-yard line. That's where it pretty much is going to be at. Looks like they'll spot it on the 11. 2:41 to go. D3 Auto Sales, you can have $500 off your first purchase from D3 Auto Sales just by saying that you heard them right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Make sure you let them know that you appreciate them sponsoring us here throughout the high school football season and hopefully into the basketball season as well. Handoff goes up the middle, and Parkview really is just clogging that middle up there where Big Destin Tate just doesn't have a lot of room to run.
Yeah, I mean, after his first couple carries, I think they pretty much just shut it down. Just not a lot of space to maneuver.
So a 4-yard gain there. So not a bad gain, but they're just, I think he's probably used to breaking a few more than he's able to do right now. Handoff goes up the middle again. Looks like a tackle was made by number 26, Benjamin Allen. So that brings up 3rd down, and I guess about 3 yards, so he gained 3 on the play. Morrilton looking at the sideline. Big play here. Morrilton really needs something positive to happen here. If they could go into the half down 1 score, they deferred their option to the second half so they'd get the ball back with a chance to tie. 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter of action. Martin trying to get to the outside. He cuts it up.
It's going to be close.
I think they might have got it. I don't know for sure. Holding the chains. Are they moving them? They are moving them. That's a first down. Gets out to the 22-yard line. 4-yard gain on the play, just enough for a first down, and maybe enough to keep Parkview off the field for the rest of the half.
Oh, yeah, you only got 1:07 and counting right now, and Parkview's only got 1 timeout, so I just expect them to just keep running the football like they're doing now and go to halftime down 13.
Tate carrying some defenders from Parkview. I think that's just a 2-yard gain on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Let us know where you're watching from right now. We'd love to hear from you. Chris Montrell, he's really, really, really active in those comments right now. 32 seconds remain here in first half of action. $20-7 is the score. Hit that share button. Let everybody know you're watching this right here on Arkansas Sports Network. Ball goes back to the 24-yard line now. I think Morrilton might run one more balls over the head of Martin. Martin picks it up.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. It could not have happened worse than it could have right there for the Morrilton Devil Dogs. One play left in the half.
Wow.
Ball was unable to be handled by Martin. Ball goes into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Parkview Patriots. And, boy, you just can't do that at that time. And it looks like big number 26, Benjamin Allen, picked it up.
Just a straight-up disaster, man, from the start. Snap was high. Everything that could go wrong went wrong on that play.
My goodness.
Instead of being down 13, now you're looking at being down 20 or 21, so not what the doctor ordered.
Coach McNabb taking a timeout here. We'll just stay with it here. 12 seconds to go, 26-7, extra point pending. Man, I tell you what a awful, awful situation there for the Devil Dogs.
Just the last thing that you want to happen in the half. I mean, you're going to snap the ball. I mean, that's the last play of the half right there. And then that happens, just devastating.
Man, so 12 seconds to go. Looks like Parkview may go for two here. They are going to go for two. You got Elston and Settles in the backfield. Little jet sweep action. Robinson throws it. It's intercepted, and it's dead once you intercept it in high school. So they tried a little trick play there. It didn't work out. 26-7 is the score. We'll keep it here for the rest of the half. 12 seconds remaining. They tried. Just, I think, well, it wasn't a great throw to begin with, but Morrilton they had it.
Yeah, I mean, just 2-point conversion. You got to throw it up in there. I mean, the stats, it's not even going to say interception either for Amari and for his sake, I guess. But you got to at least try.
So we're going to have halftime. We're going to take just a couple minutes here. We'll get a little break, and then we'll come back with some halftime scores. We'll talk about what happened here in the first half of action here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week, 5A first-round action between the Parkview Patriots and the Morrilton Devil Dogs. We'll be looking for a place to go next week. We've got some spots in mind. We'll keep all those in mind as we continue to look at what happens around the state of Arkansas. You got some good games going on right now. Fort Smith Southside, North Little Rock tied at 7 right now, second quarter. Oh, Mountain Home over Marion, 9-0 in the first quarter. That's a little bit of a shock.
Little Rock Christian still trailing by 3.
Wow, that's a big one. Yeah, El Dorado up 10-7 on Christian. Christian
Wow.
went up and down. They just beat Greenwood last week. Ball is fielded by Morrilton by the up back, and I believe that was Maddox Hogan. Nope, not Hogan. Is the next number, Jackson Dixon. Dixon's been a good player for him on the defensive side of the ball. He fielded that kickoff and brought it out to the 35-yard line. That's where Morrilton's going to start their offense. 8 seconds to go after the disaster that just happened. And, you feel okay going in with 2 scores. Now you're at 3 scores, but Morrilton does get the ball back. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Tate. And that's going to bring us to halftime. Parkview, one of the 5A favorites, going to go into half. Up 26-7 over the 4 seed from the Central, the Morrilton Devil Dogs. We're going to take a break. Give us a few minutes. We'll be back here with scores and analysis from the first half. You're watching 5A first round action on the Arkansas Sports Network.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and top 5 dealer in the nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Welcome back here on the Arkansas Sports Network halftime. It's 26-7 Parkview over Morrilton. Been a fun one so far. Morrilton, really the disaster at the very end is really the biggest difference in the ball game. But before we get into that, we'll talk about that later. Let's talk some scores around the state. Adam, we've got Springdale Harbor trailing Conway 28-0. We did Springdale Harbor here the very first game of the year. Parkview and Harbor. Parkview handled them very easily, and Conway doing the same. North Little Rock and Fort Smith Southside tied at 7. Fort Smith Southside, you probably don't even remember this, but Southside used to be a powerhouse, and it's been a long time, but playing well against North Little Rock. Jonesboro, Bentonville West, 21-6. Bentonville West over Jonesboro. Rogers over Fort Smith Northside, 14-7. Rogers having a good year this year up there in Northwest Arkansas. Mountain Home, this is a shocker right here. Mountain Home 9, Marion 6 at the half.
Wow.
And then just right beside that one and just right down the road from that one, West Memphis 12, Russellville 10 in quarter number 2. So that's a big one.
Some good games.
Lake Hamilton flexing their muscle, 42-7 over Searcy in quarter number 2.
Sheesh.
Little Rock Christian over El Dorado 14-10 right now. Hot Springs and Mills, 7-6. That's a good one there.
Hot Springs and Mills.
Yeah, that's a heck of a first-round matchup there. Big-time matchup there at Mills. Robinson, 23-0 over Magnolia. Magnolia, I noticed they were the 4 seed. I was like, man, that's a good 4 seed. Robinson handled them easily, though, 23-0. Farmington over Valley View. Farmington traveled all the way across the state to Valley View. They're up 29-8 in the second quarter, which that's a very, very tough 4 seed over there when you're talking about that. That's a long drive.
That is a long drive. I bet they're looking for that magic 35-point mark, try to get home early.
You're right about
that. Like 5 hours from northwest to northeast.
So the winner of this game that I'm about to give you will play Parkview or Morrilton. Morrilton was able to come back here in the second half. Win up 21-14 over Harrison at half. Camden Fairview 16, Valonia nothing, and quarter number 2. Well, you're here, you've seen that one. 20-7 is what they've got. It's actually 26-7. Batesville and Prairie Grove tied at 14. Shiloh Christian 55, Nettleton 0 in the second quarter.
Oh, my goodness.
DeWitt 12, Gravett 7. You're talking about a long drive there. DeWitt had to travel all the way to Gravett. That's
crazy.
The longest one maybe in the state.
Whew.
Ozark over Mena 28-0. Stuttgart 21-7 over Crossett. 6-0 McGee over Gosnell. Pocahontas up 12-0 over Lincoln. Rivercrest 22, Gentry 7. Nashville at Bauxite 21-7. Haskell Harmony Grove up on Ball Knob at half 28-0. Lamar 27-0 over Riverview. Arkadelphia 42. Arkadelphia really good. 42-7 at the half over Clinton.
Wow.
Malvern up 21-6 over Pottsville in quarter number 2. Star City 14-7 over Truman. Warren 21-8 over Blytheville. That's a good matchup in the first round. Speaking of good matchups in the first round, Boonville 20, Junction City 7. First round matchup at Boonville, quarter number 2. Charleston 13-6 over Gurdon. Melbourne 28-0 over Jessieville. Newport 20-14 over Magnet Cove. Prairieville trailing Osceola 14-8. That's a little bit of a shocker there, that one being so close. Bismarck 21-0 over Manila. Greenland leading Fouke 14-0. There are some long trips here. Prescott up 28-0 over Drew Central. Smack over 22-6 over Barton. Camden Harmony Grove 28-6 over Corning. Desark 38-6 over Magazine. We had Desark week 2. And Desark was, man, they've turned it around over there.
They looked rough in that game, but that's a good sight to see right now.
East Poinsett County 30, Hector 20 in second quarter. Dirks 14-14 with England. Dirks is a 1 seed. England is a team that lost to 2 Rivers this year. Ooh. Interesting. Mount Ida 13-7 over Episcopal Collegiate. Mineral Springs 22-8 over Carlisle. Hazen 42, Poen nothing. And quarter number 2.
My goodness.
Mountain Pine 28-0. And then we've got Brinkley and Woodlawn 22-16 at the half. We don't have Ashdown, Fouke, Walnut Ridge, Salem, Lavaca, Center Point, and so on and so on. So anyway, we got a lot of football action ahead for you here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We're going to go to another break. We'll be back in a couple minutes, and we'll have halftime stats and analysis. You're watching the 5A first round right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Parkview 26, Morrilton 7. We'll be back in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and top 5 dealer in the nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. We've got Parkview and Morrilton 5A first-round action. And as you can see from the totals, have been a lot of Parkview tonight, Adam. It's Parkview on the ground, but I'll tell you what, Eric McGee has shown himself well through the air as well.
Yeah, he's looked really good throwing the football at 76 passing yards. It honestly feels more than that. I mean, he's made big-time throws on some of those vertical routes and out routes to Elston, but yeah, doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. He is. He's really looked good. And I tell you what, if Parkview can get this kind of production out of him, they're going to be hard to beat. They've got so many athletes, and you really look at 5A as I won't say it's a 3-team race because somebody will hear this and say they said it on the Arkansas Sports Network that they're the only 3 teams that can win it, but the only 3 teams that can win it. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's be honest.
Parkview, Robinson, and Shiloh are the really 3 teams that you look at and say, those 3 teams are going to be really tough to beat. And you look at the athleticism on Parkview, and I find even with Robinson, I haven't seen Robinson though, so I can't say this definitively, but I would say it's hard for me to think about a team to have more athleticism than what the Parkview Patriots are going to have.
Yeah, I mean, Parkview, they just bring everything to the table, and I have seen a couple highlights of Robinson. I know they got a good quarterback. I think his name is Quintez Murphy, I believe is his name. He's a young quarterback, likes to stretch the field with the deep ball. But Parkview, Robinson, and Shiloh, I mean, those 3 teams, they're the cream of the crop in 5A.
They really are. And so we're a couple minutes away. I say we are. Parkview hasn't even shown themselves. We've seen the first Parkview guy come down the tunnel here. 1:56 remaining. There's no bands on the field, nothing, but looks like we're probably going to get an extended 3 minutes no matter what here. 29 yards on the ground for Morrilton, 35 through the air, most of that coming on the one pass, the 29-yard touchdown pass there in the first quarter. That's been the only score for the Devil Dogs so far. Morrilton has had their opportunities to kind of get themselves back into the ball game. Turnovers have been big for them, especially the one at the very end of the first half.
Yeah, the one at the end of the first half, just a complete disaster. It's just deflating to go into halftime, when you're only going to be down 2 scores, and then that play happens and you're down 3 scores, down 19 to start the second half. They do got the ball to start. They're definitely going to have a big-time drive. I think after that first drive, they've just been 3 and out, and a sack strip, and then that last play. So it's been tough sledding ever since that first drive from Morrilton.
Absolutely. I'm going to pull up some individual stats real quick. Darian Bennett, we saw him early in the game, 2 carries for 27 yards and a touchdown for Bennett. We've got Cameron Settles, 3 carries, 13 yards. They're going to spread these carries out for sure. Eric McGee has 3 carries for 23. Montario Elston has 3 carries for 55. And Jaden Ashford has, I believe it's 5 carries for 15. Eric McGee, 7 of 10 through the air, 76 yards and a touchdown to Willie Eccles. Eccles caught the 29-yard touchdown pass from Eric McGee. And on the Morrilton side of things, again, you got your 64 total yards. Not a lot coming here, 15 carries, 29 yards. Destin Tate got most of those carries. He actually has 10 carries for 30 yards, but you got 5 carries for -1 for Demarius Martin. And then Martin is 2 of 4 through the air for 35 yards. And then you've got your touchdown coming to Maddox Hogan. Hogan has the only score for the Devil Dogs. So we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action here. Parkview leading Morrilton 26-7 in the 5A first round. I want you to make sure that you hit that share button. Let everybody know you're watching Parkview and Morrilton on your social media. We would appreciate that greatly. We'll be back here in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
We want to thank Arkansas Tech University. They, the place that I graduated from, you graduated from, Bill graduated from, they joined up with us to sponsor our game of the week and 4A state tournament in volleyball. We appreciate them. Also, D3 Auto Sales, they have been a part of us here since week 2, I believe. They came on board with us when we went to Hazen. We appreciate them. And if you are in the market for a vehicle, go visit them over there at Des Arc, the largest independent auto in the state of Arkansas, D3 Auto Sales. Also, we have Heirloom Legal in Atkins. If you need a divorce or something like that, you can call them.
Hopefully not.
Right,
I mean,
right.
But,
No, they specialize in so many things. And Leah Jacobs does a wonderful job over there. Appreciate them. And then, of course, the Arkansas Army National Guard. This is year 2 with them. We appreciate them being a part of what we're doing. You can be a part as well. Like I said, September, we got almost 50,000 views, where October we may have passed that. So, last year I think on the ASN we got 209,000. We're well on pace to beat that this year. So you want to be a part of what we're doing. Getting ready for kickoff, second half action between Parkview and Morrilton. And here we go. Tavion Haney kicks off. Gets out to about the 22, maybe the 23. Let's see where they spot it. Is going to be on the 23-yard line. And that's going to be number 5, Terrell Garlington. Garlington, a senior running back, defensive back. And get out to the 23-yard line. So first down and 10 here for the Devil Dogs. 11:55 to go here in the third quarter. Martin calling for the snap. Hands it off to Tate up the middle. He breaks through, gets through the first line. That's going to be enough for a first down there. 11-yard gain there for Destin Tate. Good run, good start.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best run that they've had pretty much since that first drive. And I may be wrong, but have they even gotten a first down after that first drive? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. They've really been hard pressed to move the football. And off goes to Tate again up the middle. Morrilton doing a good job on the offensive line. Boy, I saw number 52 there. Not often when you're looking at runs can you see a block, but number 52, Duncan Blakely, did a great job there. Tate got 9. He's got 20 yards in his first 2 carries here in the second half.
Yeah, definitely a good start here in the second half. These first 2 plays, got to pick up this first down now.
Ball thrown to the outside and is incomplete. Pass was intended for Terrell Garlington. And so that's going to bring up third down and short here for the Devil Dogs. And again, look at the interior push that Morrilton's gotten on that play as well. They ran a little RPO action there. And, the push that the offensive line had was pretty amazing. And, I mean, they're pushing some big kids around. Martin goes off the right-hand side. That's going to be enough for a first down. Get out to the 45-yard line, 3-yard gain for Martin. The only thing that I can say here for Morrilton is They're not moving real fast. They're
No.
down 3 scores. They keep the ball on the ground so much that time is going to end up being not the friend of the Devil Dogs if they can't make a move just a little bit faster. RPO action again. Ball thrown out to number 6, Caleb McEwen. McEwen going to take a loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up second down and 11. McEwen trying to make something happen. And I don't know if he got a face mask grab there. I saw a head grab.
He just kind of grabbed the helmet, I think, is what happened, not the face mask. It could have went either way, but like you said, Morrilton, they gotta produce some big plays somehow if they want to have a chance in coming back here.
Martin going off the left-hand side. He's going to be drugged down for basically no gain. Looks like actually going to mark it down 1 yard loss there. So it's going to bring up third down and 12 now for the Devil Dogs, and all that positive momentum has went backward.
Yep, got third and long, and every single time that they've had third and long, it's offensive line's kind of broke down, pass protection. See if they opt to throw the football here or try to go 4-down territory.
Martin being pressured, got nowhere to go. He snowed under, and that's going to get it all the way back to the 36-yard line. 7-yard loss on that sack, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Morrilton's going to have to punt.
And they only rushed 4 right there, but we're able to get home, just pushing those offensive linemen back. It's just been a recipe for a disaster getting in third and long.
One thing, they didn't give Tate the ball. Tate got 20 yards on the 2 carries, didn't get it in that set of downs there. Ended up being a disaster for Morrilton. So Morrilton has to punt now. Ball goes off the side of the foot, going to roll back to the 50-yard line. That's where Parkview is going to set up. And, Adam, Parkview has basically stayed in Morrilton territory for good part of the whole game.
Yeah, I don't think they've had bad field position the entire game, and they're right here at midfield, so only 50 yards to go to score. And the time that they did have the best field position, they didn't score. So
that's right.
They only had 14 yards to go and wasn't able to cash in.
Yeah, that was the one time they didn't score. So we got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff goes to Bennett off the left-hand side. Bennett gets all the way down to the 45-yard line. And, I know that they've got guys, but Bennett seems to be the most effective guy.
Yeah, he's done a great job here today. He's just a hard guy to get on the ground. You saw him there just carrying defenders at the line of scrimmage and getting about 4 yards there.
And I know that good run there by Bennett again, running over defenders. Gets all the way down to the 36-yard line, 10-yard gain there for Bennett. But what you see with Bennett, I think, versus Settles is just the difference between a senior and a sophomore.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And, you get to be a senior, you're a little bit closer to being a grown man than you are as a sophomore, and I think that'll make a difference for Settles. He's got a bright future. Bennett breaks through the first wave there and just almost breaks it, gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. 26-yard gain for Bennett. And I tell you what, he's going through that Morrilton defense like a hot knife through butter.
Right. I think they just need to keep giving him the football pretty much every single play. It's just been
5
working.
carries all game long for him, 68 yards on those 5 carries.
My goodness. He's been that guy tonight. And they got Settles in the backfield now, but there's an I formation where Bennett's the fullback.
Yeah. I formation. Hand it off to him again, a little short handoff. He breaks another tackle. Seems like the first guy just isn't going to get him. Ball gets down to the 8-yard line. 2-yard gain there. How often do you see the I formation in football anymore?
You don't. It's just straight shotgun pretty much the entire time. It's a different brand of football these days.
Same thing, same formation. They hand it to Settles this time. Settles gets up, but he's tackled fairly quickly. And again, it's the difference between the first hit for Bennett and the first hit for Settles. Bennett is bouncing off that first hit. Settles is getting brought down. Clock is is really running down here in this third quarter. Both teams keeping the ball on the ground. They're shortening this game quite a bit. Handoff goes up the middle. They're going to get down to about the 3-yard line, so that's going to bring up 4th down and goal now for the Patriots. 3 yards out. That looks like they're bringing on the field goal team.
Yes, tough decision. I mean, you could have went for it, and if you don't get it, Morrilton, again, is just pinned up against their own goal line, but Bolding's opting for points right here. It is a tough angle here on the right hash, so, it's not a gimme, I'd say.
I'll be impressed if Aguilar hits this one. This is a tough angle, as you said. Tough angle for a high school kicker. Almost blocked, and I think he got it. Great kicked. 5 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Parkview goes up 29-7. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with more of the 5A first-round matchup between Parkview and Morrilton.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
So back here we are. 29-7 is the score. Parkview up on the Morrilton Devil Dogs. 5:41 left here in the third quarter of action. Morrilton just can't get any momentum after that first drive. They came out really, game was tied at 7. Parkview scored 22 in a row here. And Morrilton's got to find an answer, and they got to find one quick.
Got to sustain those drives. Reversing field.
Yep, that's McEwen. McEwen trying to make something happen. I'm impressed with him. He's a good football player. Defensively especially, we saw him hit Montario Elston. He set on an out route over there and really hammered Elston. Elston was able to get up, score a touchdown later. But he's a good instinctive football player. 5'6", 160-pound wide receiver defensive back senior.
Wow.
Yeah.
He plays way bigger than 5'6".
Yes, he does. Not a lot of seniors on this team, but a few. Good cut back there by McEwen. He got the ball and did something with it. Going to be a 3-yard gain for McEwen there. Brings up 2nd down and 7. First carry for McEwen on the game. Martin takes the snap, little RPO action, throws it outside, gets across the 45, across the 50. That's real positive action there from Morrilton. We've got a flag on the play. So not only is Morrilton going to pick up a big gain, but they're probably going to add 15 on top of that.
Yeah, that's a play right there that can give you just a spark that you need to kind of upstart your offense. It's just been sluggish these past couple drives.
Maddox Hogan on that reception. He gets 18. Now we've got flags on the play. Probably a 15-yard penalty coming here for Parkview. If that's the case, it's going to move that ball all the way down to pretty close to the 31-yard line. 32. Yeah, late hit out of bounds. Going to move it 15 yards, personal foul, so that's going to get them all the way down to the 32-yard line there. So Morrilton now in business.
There's still life. I mean, there's 4 minutes and 51 seconds left, but you're still down 3 scores.
But it is a timing issue here for them. They've got to be able to get Parkview off the field. Also, you got to move a little faster.
Oh, yeah, there's got to be a sense of urgency. And here's a deep ball.
Martin looking deep, and Parkview just waiting on it. And Amarian Robinson, he almost fair caught that ball.
Right.
And good job there by the wide receiver. That was Caleb McEwen to break that one up, because that was just waiting on it.
Yeah, it's a second opportunity for Robinson to get an interception, but his teammates getting right in there trying to get it as well. It's really hard to throw deep on these Patriots. So good on the back end.
RPO throwing out to Hogan again. Good move by Hogan. Hogan's doing a good job out there at wide receiver. I think that's going to be a gain of 5 there by Hogan. He's really been the bright spot on the offensive side of the ball for the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, I believe he's got that only touchdown that they have on that post pattern.
3 catches, 51 yards. And, coming into this one, we were looking at the stats and where we thank the guys over there at Morrilton for bringing those stats in and stuff. He really wasn't even listed. Martin getting down to the 20. We got a flag out on the flank there. So we'll see what they call here. They're holding the box. I think it's going to be a holding penalty, but we'll see. So they're backing them up. Holding is the call. Oh, no. Blindside block? Is that what they call? 15 yards back?
I thought I might have saw a blindside block, but it didn't look, like egregious or anything like that. So, I don't know. That's kind of a tough break for Morrilton. You're kind of doing a great job moving the ball down the field. Now you got 3rd and 20 now, so it's tough.
But back in the day, we called that football.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, no. Martin's in trouble. Ball's on the ground. Morrilton picks it up. And what looked like a very promising drive has gone all the way from the 32-yard line back across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And Morrilton just can't make it happen. They get a few positive things happening and then just implode.
Yeah, just a tough sequence right there. And Parkview's done a good job of being able to get pressure on the quarterback here today.
Here's the punt from Morrilton. Ball off the side of his foot, and that ain't going nowhere. And we got another flag on the play. What's this going to be?
Some Morrilton players are pointing to Parkview, so I don't know.
So we dug a Morrilton player off the sideline there. I believe that was number 17, Christian Stubbs. He was down there surrounded by the red team, so this might be bad here for Parkview.
Could be.
I tell you what, good shot there by Katie Harshaw, getting them in on that that officiating crew there. I could see the faces of those guys. I know those guys.
Well, let me tell you, when you're this high up in the air watching the game, you can get over the top of those guys and get those shots.
No kidding. So what do we got here? We're getting the call. I won't call the ref's name, but he's on the radio. Oh, no way. So that's going to be an automatic. Oh, no.
It's still first down Parkview.
So it's after the play, first down Parkview, but that good field position backs them all the way up to the 25. But I thought there for a minute they were about to give the ball up.
Yeah, that would have been awful.
That would have been something else right there. If there's one thing that Parkview might be able to gripe about, it is the penalties. He stood up. But you know what? He didn't just go down.
He's so hard to get on the ground, man. Yeah. He's just a battering ram pretty much.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10. McGee.
Oh!
Ball is picked off by Morrilton. That's Terrell Garlington there. Nice job there, and they got a little bit of life there. As the ball's going to be spotted on the 24-yard line, Morrilton's going to have the ball with 2:37 left here in the third quarter.
And they got to capitalize on this and get this one punched in. Ball just a little over Elston's hands right there. He's not a tall target, so
not a good break there for Parkview. I mean, it was a decent throw, but it just went through the hands of the receiver and the he is a wide receiver, but the defensive back, Terrell Garlington, garnered it. Martin gets it up to across the 20. Looks like they're going to get it down to about maybe the 19, maybe the 18 where they're going to spot it. That's a 6-yard gain for Martin. So Morrilton just kind of scrapping their way in it, keeping in it. 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. A score right here would, make it feasible. Ball almost snapped over his head. RPO action. Ball's thrown into the end zone, almost intercepted. Great coverage there by number 16, Ramar Smith.
McEwen was pretty much playing defensive back on that play right there, just trying to avoid an interception in the end zone.
Yeah, McEwen, he's been an impressive player there both on offense and defense, and sometimes he's played defense on offense. He's done that twice now to keep the interceptions down for Morrilton. Martin looks like he's going to get enough for a first down. Yeah, I believe that's going to be enough. Ball's on the 14-yard line. Four-yard gain. He got 4. I think they're going to move it. So first down. Morrilton in the red zone now. 1:39 left here in the third quarter of action. Tate gets it. He's met in the backfield.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they're going to throw the flag on him. They tried to blow the whistle, get him to stop. He didn't stop. And Landon Kennedy there, 6'2", 298-pounder.
Just too aggressive, man. And Parkview's starting to pile up some penalties here in this third quarter.
Look at that.
A lot of extracurricular stuff.
Look at that grade he's in. 6'2", 298, sophomore.
Sophomore, yeah. It's just ridiculous. These 10th graders at Parkview.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, 6'2", 298 pounds, sophomore.
And kid can move, man. I mean, he's just.
My goodness. So, clock is running. Martin comes off the left-hand side, running a little sweep action. That's going to be a gain of 2 there from Martin. So, 3rd and 4, they can get a first down here. 3rd down and 4, ball on the, 3rd and 2 now. Ball on the 6. So Morrilton can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. 51 seconds here left in the third. And I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like you want to punch it in before that quarter turns over.
Yeah, they're kind of letting the clock run right now. You got 6 seconds on the play clock.
I think it may be more of a psychological thing than anything else. Martin takes the snap. He's going nowhere.
Stuffed.
He did not get it. So that's a no gain for Martin there on the play. So here we are now, 4th down, 2 to go. And I think that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We'll see.
They may want to run it down and, talk things over before this crucial 4th down play.
I think that's what they're going to do here. 7-6, 5. And so we're going to go to the fourth quarter of action. 5A South, number 1, Parkview 29. The 4 seed out of the Central, Morrilton 7. We'll be back with more of 5A first round action here on the Arkansas Sports Network in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
We're back here live from War Memorial Stadium. Fourth quarter action as we switch sides of the field. 29-7 is the score, thanks to Arkansas Tech University for being the title sponsor. If you're looking for a school to go to, Russellville is a great place. Check out Arkansas Tech University. You may not regret it. You probably won't.
I didn't regret it.
It's a good, great place. I had great memories there.
Yeah, for sure.
Fourth down play, nowhere to go, and sacked from behind. I'll tell you what, that guy has been just a terror. Isaiah McKenzie, and Demarius Martin is down, and it looks like he's on his knee.
Yeah, it's tough, man. He kind of got rolled upon right there. You don't like seeing that for sure.
Oh,
it's
no,
tough.
not in this. I mean, especially right now, he's going to be the quarterback for him next year, and you get hurt this late in a season, you may lose your whole neck. So hopefully this is not a major injury, but he's down in pain big time.
It does not look good, man.
So let's go to a quick break. 11:53 left here in the fourth quarter of action. Parkview leading 29-7. We'll be back in a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Back here, they're getting Martin off the field. Oh, man. How unfortunate. He is able to walk, so that is good.
That's definitely a good sign.
Hopefully that's just something he's going to be able to – a couple days and he'll be okay. So Parkview gets the ball back, 11:53 left in the ball game, and I tell you what, if Morrilton was going to make any kind of move, they needed to right there. Bennett breaks through. Gosh, he's close to breaking one there. Ball is going to be right on the 30. That's going to be a 9-yard gain for Bennett.
He's probably creeping up on 100 yards.
Yes, that's actually 82 yards for
82,
him.
Okay.
9 carries, 82 yards.
He's got that internal stat clock.
Gets the ball back again, bounces off tacklers. If they give him the ball enough, he's going to get there. 4-yard gain on the play. That's going to be a first down for Parkview. And at this point, you got to think that Parkview is going to be satisfied with running the ball and milking the clock.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd be super surprised if they even drop back the pass the rest of the game, unless it's some 3rd and long or anything like that. Just keep handing the ball to Bennett.
After the last result, for sure. Of course, that wasn't McGee's fault. Handoff goes to Bennett again. They're just hanging on to his ankle. Ball gets all the way down to the 41-yard line. 7-yard gain for Bennett. 2nd down and 3 to go. Parkview looking to ice this ball game, move on into the second round of play. And we'll get an update here on the game that they'll be waiting on. McGee does drop back. He's looking deep. He's got a man behind the defense, just a little bit underthrown. Jamarius Morgan was the intended receiver on the play. A little bit surprised by that, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, stops the clock. But, I mean, they had a guy open, just didn't execute it. You don't want to risk that in these situations, though.
Harrison has taken the lead over Wynn in the fourth quarter, 24-21.
Harrison's normally got a good football program.
They sure do. Bennett stuffed at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up fourth down. I think that's going to be a punt. And I'll tell you what, you do have to wonder just a little bit about that pass. You know, it's one of those things. If he completes it, oh, great play, great pass, you know. But if he doesn't, in this situation, they end up giving the ball back and the clock stopped. And, well, they just had everything going for them, you know.
Yeah, they just had all the momentum, and Bennett was just getting positive gain after positive gain.
Fair catch called for by Jackson Dixon, and Morrilton's going to get another shot at it, 29-yard line. Who's going to come out at quarterback for the Devil Dogs now?
Getting a little bit of rain coming down out there.
Yeah. They said it was going to hit here about this time. Weatherman was right, and that's a cold, cold rain.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to get chilly now. It's already cold. It's about to get really cold.
Yeah, you think it's cold now. Just wait till you're up there on the nosebleeds tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
It's only 49 degrees right now.
That's a cold rain. Martin back in at quarterback.
He is. He's good.
He threw it, little fade route to the sideline. I doubt they're going to ask him to run too much. He's limping around. And, you know, I said he was going to be the quarterback next year. He's not. He's a senior. I thought he was a junior coming into this. So he's not going to be the quarterback. So he's gutting it out.
Yeah.
Maybe his last time to play football here.
Leaving it all out on the field. You love to see that. Like seeing that type of toughness.
Yeah, it's, something that you don't see a lot anymore, you know.
It's a different age.
Sure is. Ball thrown out to Caleb McEwen. McEwen gets across the 35. They're going to spot it on the 37-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain. Good play by McEwen. Good throw there by Martin. .907 remaining. Third down and 2 yards to go. It's going to be enough for a first down. That's Tate on the carry. Tate, 13 carries, 52 yards on the night. Looked better here in the second half.
He's limping off the field right now.
Man, this Parkview team is physical.
Yeah.
They're physical at the point of attack for sure.
Getting beat up.
Yep. Handoff goes off to the right side. That's number 10, Hayes Buckley.
Morrilton's just been unable pretty much the whole night to have any sort of big plays. It's just not really how the offense is, going to succeed. They got to methodically move the ball down the field.
So that was minimal gain on the play, 1 yard there for Buckley. You got Morrilton looking at the sideline, and again, you got to wonder, they got to get in a little bit of a hurry. I know, it's fairly out of reach, but you just don't ever know. Wow, Martin. Holy cow, I would have never thought I would have saw that out of him.
Yeah, definitely not after the way he left the field, but he looked pretty good right there.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just like got a helmet to the knee or something like that. Who knows?
15-yard gain there for Martin. I guess they might have been as caught off guard as we are.
They probably got MJ's secret stuff over there on the sideline or something like that. I don't know.
Kudos to that young man. Well, he's going to be brought down that time.
Yeah, he braced himself. He was like, I'm just going to go ahead and go down here. I'm not taking a big hit.
3-yard loss there for Martin.
I wonder how many sacks they got. I mean, they're just constantly in his face every time he drops back to pass. And
that's Kennedy again. And Kennedy, I'll tell you what, he's a kid you got to keep an eye on there at 6'2", and as big as he is as a sophomore. You don't see too many big-time interior linemen. Good throw there by Martin. Ball is dropped, though. You don't see too many big-time defensive interior linemen coming out of the state of Arkansas, but I tell you what, he might be one that you keep an eye on as a sophomore, as big and quick as he is.
And, heck, he might even grow even taller or bigger. Who knows? I mean, still got a lot of room for growth for sure. Definitely looks the part.
Yeah, we're going to bring you scores, and then we'll bring you the final analysis of this one here in just a few moments. Make sure you stay tuned. Martin, good. Wow, what a throw. He threw that one right on the money, just unable to hold on to it. That brings up 4th down and 13 now. Martin has made 2 really good throws in a row, just been unable to complete them.
He just had a clean pocket, too. He hadn't really had a clean pocket to throw from the entire game, but those last 2 throw attempts right there, he's looked pretty well.
When you're able to get that good station, throw off set feet, it helps. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness, ball was caught, but I don't think it was enough for a first down. Ball
just
down,
short.
Just short, and that's going to bring up first down for Parkview, and that's pretty much going to do it.
Yeah, I expect Parkview to not throw the ball again.
Right.
They're just going to run it out from here. 6.5 left. Morrilton down 3 scores.
So that was a 10-yard gain, but not enough. They needed 13. Parkview's going to have it. They're going to move on into the second round unless they just shoot themselves in the foot. And they're going to be playing the winner of the Harrison Win ball game. And we're going to keep our eye on that one. Handoff goes to Bennett off the right side. Gets out to the 40, 41-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to mark him. So Parkview looking to move on. You know, Coach Bolding has been to the semifinals 9 times. Brad Bolding been to the semifinals 9 times and never been able to get past the semifinals. The state, that's a hard pill to swallow there. Parkview, first year in 5A, moving down from 6A. They were 6A semifinalists last year where they had to go to Greenwood, and they just were unable to pull it out. McGee was dropped, 7-yard loss there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Parkview's going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. 5:38 to go here in this ball game. 29-7's the score. We'll be back in just a moment.
Back to school, yard work, football practice. Don't forget to pay these bills. The schedule is so full, there's no time for a hiccup. Time is of the essence. At D3 Auto, we make the car buying process fast and easy. D3Autosales.com. Follow us on Facebook.
We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of the 5A state playoffs. Parkview 29, Morrilton 7. 3rd down and 11, though, for Parkview as they're trying to milk the clock. But you know, they've got to keep it to milk it.
Right.
So here we go, 3rd and 11. McGee has it. Oh, good hard count there. Going to draw them off sides. So that's going to get them a little bit more manageable. Looks like Shiloh wins their first game in the playoffs. 55-14 was the final over Nettleton. They were
wow.
They were up 55-0 in the second quarter.
It's ridiculous.
They're a big-time program. Big-time program up there in Northwest Arkansas. McGee looking down the field. He's got Elston. Rushed it just a little bit. Feet weren't quite set when he threw it. That's going to be long. 4th down and 6, and Parkview's going to punt, giving the ball back to Morrilton.
Really didn't even take that much time off the clock. Only a minute. I think they got the ball with 6.5 left. So Not what you wanted on that drive.
Arkansas up 66-44 on Fordham. Late in the second half, minute 55 to go. Here's the punt. Good spiraling punt. Fair catch called for by Jackson Dixon. And going to bring out the Morrilton offense once again. So anyway, we're talking about brackets and things. And again, Parkview being a 6A team, moving down last year into the 5A. They started the season preseason number 1, and really haven't given any reason to think that they wouldn't be preseason or wouldn't be number 1. They lost to North Little Rock by I believe it was 1 point.
Yeah, went to overtime, didn't it?
7A North Little Rock, and boy, you got rain coming down pretty good right now. I'm glad I'm not down there. And then you've got I believe they lost to Bryant. We were here for that game. 20-10 was the score there, and they played really, really tough non-conference schedule before they came into conference. Camden Fairview was a team that stayed up around the top 5 all year long. They handled them very easily.
Not even close.
Hot Springs is currently beating Mills right now, 14-12, and they were a team that was, really a good team throughout the year. Hot Springs was, and Parkview handled them in the second half. They did. Of that game. That was actually, Hot Springs probably gave Parkview the best game of anybody in the conference this year. And anyway, so Parkview now with 5:20 left here in this ball game, looking to move on to round number 2. And I'll be interested to see if they can be the team to get Coach Brad Bolding to the finals for the first time. Now, Bobby Bolding, on the other hand, he's been to the finals 9 times.
He's been there and done that a whole lot.
Martin rolling out of the pocket. He's looking downfield, nowhere to go. He's trying to get his receiver to help him out a little bit. Boy, that weather's getting rough down there. I'm sure that ball's getting a little bit harder to hang on to, and getting a little bit miserable when you're down 29-7.
Yeah, I'm sure it is miserable out there, and definitely glad we're up here for sure.
If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. We've got high school sports from around the state of Arkansas. We'll be at one. We may be at 2 places next week. We'll find out, here probably around Sunday, Monday, figure out where we're going to go, kind of figure out what the lay of the land is going to be. Ball's on the ground, and that was picked up by Tate. Tate goes nowhere with it. No gain on the play, and so that's going to bring up 4th down for the Devil Dogs. We'll bring up some brackets here shortly. Let you see those. Yellow Jackets. Win, Yellow Jackets. Bill said, say win, so I did. Here we go. Kick is off the side of his foot, out of bounds. Just a tough one here for Morrilton. Morrilton, being the 4 seed out of the Central, you really wouldn't expect them to win the game tonight. I think they've given a very good fight. Really, we're not in the mercy rule right now. As you see the 5A bracket here, Robinson at the top of it. Looks like they're going to beat Magnolia. Prairie Grove and Batesville were tied last time we checked. Parkview moving on. Wynn and Harrison in a big one. Mills and the Hot Springs in a tough one. Shiloh moves on. Camden Fairview looked like they were going to move on, and looks like Farmington is going to be the 4 seed out of the West, pulling the upset in the 5A. We'll bring it back to some brackets here in just a moment. Ball handed off to Settles. Settles running hard, gets across the 35, down to the 33-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7 for Settles. And Parkview going to stay over that 200-yard mark here on the ground tonight.
Morrilton's actually really done a pretty decent job here in the second half defensively. There's only been 3 points in the second half scored totally, so they've definitely been fighting hard the entire ball game.
I do not expect any other thing from a Coach McNabb coach team. Settles goes down for no gain on the play. 3:37 to go now. Third down and 3. Bennett goes off the right-hand side, across the 30, down across the 25. Going to get to the 24. That's a gain of 9 on the play, and I think that might be enough to get him. Oh, it is. 108 yards on the night for Bennett. 14 carries, 108 yards. He's got an 11-yard touchdown run, first score of the game for the Patriots.
He's pretty much been the guy tonight for Parkview. He's just been hard to stop defensively.
Handoff goes up the middle to Bennett this time, bounces outside, gets across the 15, down to the 14-yard line, 10-yard gain, and you can tell now that the leaning on Morrilton and probably the weather and the fact that they're down 29-7 just kind of taking the spirit out of them.
Right. And that last first down, that's pretty much going to do it.
2:35 and rolling here. Parkview on the move. Blitz coming from Morrilton. Settles was blitz from the safety. Good blitz there. Nice job. Settles doesn't go down, but he is tackled for a loss. Loss of 2 on the play brings up second down and 12.
Just no chance right there. And Settles, he's had kind of a quiet game. The first 2 times we saw him, he was a big factor in what they were doing, but not so much tonight.
Robinson leads Magnolia 38-15. Probably coming into the fourth quarter now. Settles coming off the left-hand side. I'm sorry, that's Bennett coming off the left-hand side. Gets down to the 12, 4-yard gain for Bennett. I wonder who's looking at Bennett for college right now. He looks like a very, very good running back that somebody needs to look at. Looks like Arkansas final 74-48. Arkansas beats Fordham. 1:16 and counting, 3rd and 8 for the Patriots. McGee looking to the outside, and looked like McEwen had it read once again. It's 4th down and 8, ball on the 12-yard line. 1:05 remaining. This is all but, it's all but done now. The only thing that's in doubt is the final score. Parkview looking at the sideline, making the call in the huddle. Parkview moves on to the second round. They'll play the winner of Harrison and Wynn. Last update we had, Harrison was winning 24-21 in the fourth quarter. McGee throws it, intercepted.
Oh,
ball down, intercepted by Caden Mealer, and that's going to bring the Morrilton offense back out. 1 minute to play. Again, we'll have scores, highlights. We'll talk about the matchup here between Morrilton and Parkview, and then scores from around the state as we wrap this thing up. 29-7 is the score once again. Oh, Valley View's taking the lead on Farmington. 28-18 in the third. So that's a big comeback. Ball going off the right-hand side. That's McEwen. He's trying to break past the defense. Doesn't quite get past Robinson. That's a 20-yard gain for McEwen. And, maybe they should have gave him the ball a little bit more tonight.
Yeah, that was a really good play design. Maybe I should have used that a little bit earlier in the game, to produce some big plays like that.
I'll tell you what, though, just looking at him, he was just ready. Ball's on the ground. Martin trying to pick it up. Ball squirts out.
Oh, my
Parkview
goodness.
has it, and that's pretty much going to do it. So probably 1-0, and that'll bring us to the end of this ball game. 37 seconds to go now, 29-7. Again, stay tuned with us. We'll talk about brackets, and we'll talk about scores from around the state. And we're going to do that all here in the post game. 29-7 is the score. That looks like that's going to be the final here from War Memorial Stadium. Parkview will move on into the second round of action, again, where they'll take on the winner of Harrison and Osceola. Parkview in the victory formation. That looks like that's pretty much going to do it. Parkview going to move to 9-2 on the season. Everybody coming to the middle of the field to shake hands. Parkview and Morrilton. Good matchup. Devil Dogs really fought tonight, Adam. But at the end of the day, it was just Parkview just a little bit too much.
Yeah, Morrilton got off to a good start, but after that first drive, things just went kind of downhill, and then that last play of the first half that we've been talking about just kind of, deflated things for Morrilton, and just not much going offensively here tonight for them.
Not much at all. So that's going to bring us to the end of the ball game. Final score 29-7. Parkview wins, moves on to the second round of the playoffs. And we'll be back here in just a moment as we wrap it up here from War Memorial Stadium.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Back here as we wrap things up, we've got scores and analysis here, but let's talk about what happened here on the field. 228 yards rushing on the ground for Parkview. They had 76 at the half passing. That's where they stayed, actually threw 2 passes in the second half. Both of them were intercepted. And then 304 total. 94 rushing for the Devil Dogs. They got a little bit going there at the end of the ball game offensively, and then 164 total. 2 turnovers. So let's go to the 5A bracket here as you get a chance to take a look at that bracket. Again, at the top of the bracket, we've got Magnolia and Robinson. Robinson look like they're going to move on in that ball game. We'll get some scores here to kind of let you know exactly what's happening. Can you hand me my phone there while we're looking at that? And then we've got Parkview moving on against Morrilton, and then you've got Harrison and Wynn. We're looking at scores for that one right now. As you see the 5A bracket, we'll talk about it here. Adam joining me here in the studio. Adam, again, good win for Parkview. Anytime you win in the playoffs, that's a good win.
Yeah, definitely a good start to the playoffs. Just getting this one out of the way and looking forward to a matchup against Harrison or Wynn. Just kind of put this one away there towards the end of the first half, and the second half defense was just dominant the entirety of the game after that first drive, just getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, forcing some turnovers and getting their offense in good field position.
Wynn and Harrison are in a battle right now. Wynn up 27-24. Now, the rumor that we have heard is, now this is just rumors. Take it for what it's worth. We heard that the Parkview will play next Saturday because they share the field here with Catholic. We'll find out about how that works out, but we'll find out. But I have heard that from more than one source now that they would play on Saturday, not Thursday. So we'll see what happens. Let's give you some scores from around the state. We'll look at some brackets here in a moment. Conway over Harbor, 61-31 in the fourth. 14-14 is Southside in North Little Rock tied in the fourth quarter. Bentonville and Jonesboro 35-12. Bentonville West, I should say, fourth quarter. That looks like Bentonville West going to move on. Rogers over Fort Smith Northside 24-7. Mountain Home continuing. Third quarter 16-6. West Memphis up on Russellville 26-23 in the fourth. El Dorado trailing Little Rock Christian 27-10. Mills up on Hot Springs 18-14 now.
Oh, it's a nail biter.
Yeah, Robinson and Magnolia 45-15 in the fourth. Valley View 28-18 over Farmington. I gave you the win in Harrison score. 24-0. Camden Fairview was leading Valonia at the half. That's probably further along now. Batesville 28-20 over Prairie Grove in the fourth quarter. That's at Prairie Grove. That's a big one. DeWitt, longest trip in the state of Arkansas, going to Gravette. They're up 28-7 at Gravette. That's a good win. Tommy Cody from former Atkins coach there at DeWitt now. McGee 20-16 over Gosnell. Pocahontas 42-14 over Lincoln. Rivercrest 36-14 over Gentry. 28-7 is the score. Nashville over Bauxite at Bauxite. 35-0 Lamar at the half over Riverview. Pottsville was trailing Malvern. I think that was actually 34-14. Star City moving on to 35-7. Warren over Blytheville 35-20. Boonville up 42-7 over Junction City. Wow. I can't even believe I said that. Charleston over Curtin 41-6. Charleston's been a really good team in 3A this year. Newport 42, Magnet Cove 14, Hoxie tied with 14 with Quitman. Bismarck 21-0 at the half, 29-15. Center Point over Lavaca. Smackover over Barton 28-12. Fordyce over Mansfield 35-14. Earl over Bigelow. Wow. In the third quarter, 28-0. Yeah, that's a big one. Mark Tree over Conway Christian 34-7. East Poinsett County over Hector 36-26. Third quarter. England over Dirks 36-28. Mineral Springs 22. Carlisle 16. That's another big one. Izard County 8. Spring Hill 0. Mountain Pine 28. Midland 0. And we don't have some scores, but that's going to bring us to the end of what we can bring you. Let's bring up that 5A bracket once again. Again, the winner of this ball game will take on the winner of Wynn and Harrison. And that was Parkview was the winner of this ball game. Shiloh moved on. Mills possibly moving on. They're in the lead in the fourth quarter. And then you've got Camden Fairview looking like really good. Valley View come back. Looks like they may win that ball game. We'll see how that one turns out. And then Prairie Grove and Batesville. Batesville looks pretty good, possibly to move on, where they might take on Robinson. And so that's probably your second round matchups are getting close here in the 5A. And let's just keep it right here with the 5A. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Again, stay tuned to the Arkansas Sports Network for all your Razorback coverage. You're interested in Arkansas Razorbacks, tomorrow we'll have coverage of the LSU ball game, as well as we'll get some coverage out there of the basketball game that just happened tonight. Also find out about where we'll be, if we'll be at one spot, maybe even two spots before it's all said and done next week. You want to make sure that you stay tuned for that. Go to Facebook, look us up, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us, share us, love us. Just do everything that you can because we love doing this.
Amen, brother.
We'll wrap it up here from War Memorial, Parkview 29, Morrilton 7. We'll be back next week.